Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigil Green here, and welcome back to another video. We're going to take a look at some fights from my main account, and we're going to open up with a fight against Boss Wonder Woman, where we are using Batman Laughs and Deathstroke to soften her up. So basically we have the Sword of Salvation on Batman Laughs and the Sword of Sin on Deathstroke. The Sword of Sin on Deathstroke was not really necessary because what I could have used to get rid of her shield for a period of time was the Batman Laughs special one, but I just forgot that existed and that it applies Thunder debuff. So yeah, we have Sword of Sin on Deathstroke, so please try to keep that in mind because I will forget that I have Sword of Sin on Deathstroke and you'll see what I mean. But yeah, this is the Thunder debuff. As you can see, her super shield is locked and we could have easily used that to mitigate her shielding and make use of Deathstroke's special 2s at that point. Though even if we were able to do that in that scenario, I don't think it would have been enough time to get Deathstroke killed while the Thunder is active and then get the clone to do a few special 2s. I don't think that would have been possible anyway, but still. We're going to try it anyway, even though we don't have Nora's No Globe on Deathstroke. You'll see what I mean in a second. But yeah, Sword of Sin here is going to keep her nice and power drained, so that's great overall, because that allows us to just spam the special 2 as we would normally do and not have to care about her shield. Another special 2 in there. Re-engage the combo into another special 2. The damages are not crazy high, because she doesn't have that much health, but the super shield and the dot immunity is gonna be a little bit of a problem with most of the teams that would have had an easy time to deal with this. Like, usually with bosses with super shields, you just go Harley Quinn, League of Anarchy, plus a Batman, and you have the Kryptonite Spear on Batman to make his special 2 bypass super shields, but yeah, since there's dot immunity, that will not do that much for us. Re-engage the combo here and back off. And yeah, we took it a little bit too far actually, though no, I think at this point we're kind of hoping for Deathstroke to die, and I was kind of hoping for her to use special 1 there to block my special 2 and allow me to take some damage, but she didn't want to do that, she didn't feel like doing it. So yeah, we got special 1 done there, and boy, that special 1 did not do damage. The only way we're going to get killed is if we take some damage. You might be like, though, why do you want to die, Sigvold? Like, you don't have a Nora's No Globe on Deathstroke, and yeah, this is the moment where I actually realized this was a very 2-digit IQ play on my part. I'll definitely admit that was a dumb play. Like, how can you think you have Nora's Snow Globe when you have been constantly inflicting burning effects on the enemy? Like, boy, where was that coming from? I was even actively thinking, oh boy, now that she did not use Super Shield, the Sword of Sin passive is going to prevent us from dying. And you might be like, yes, because you have the different artifact, but nah, bro. And yeah, that's about it for this fight. I really wanted to put that in there for the 0 IQ. I think at this point it's so common to see Deathstroke with Nora's Snow Globe that I kind of assumed it's a part of the character, which is to an extent understandable, I guess. But yeah, against Boss Grid here, he will stun us on tagging, but that's basically everything he does. And he also denies damage from swipes or something like that. But that's gonna be fine because we're going to use jump attacks from him. We have a level 4 Nora's Snow Globe on Brainiac and a level 1 in order to give us passive stats. And we have a level 8 Beta Club on Mr. Freeze. And that's pretty much the strategy. We're going to tag Mr. Freeze in a few times at the start of the battle, mainly for the purpose of generating some power for Brainiac so that he can constantly get out those special 1s. And we could have gotten another artifact on Brainiac like Sword of Salvation to help him generate some power for himself, but I did not think that was a priority since with the Beta Cup it really matters how much attack you have, and we need all the passive attack from artifacts we can get really. He got stunned again, and also I had a very bright moment, a very high IQ moment there, and I realized I don't actually have to tag Mr. Freeze to generate power. I can actually tag Vixen because she's also tanky and she doesn't run the risk of dying. Oh boy, that's quite a quick realization. So yeah, over here we're going to fast forward this because we're at the point where we'll actually constantly freeze this dude. Okay, so he's frozen. Jump attack dealing 6 mil dot damage in optimal scenarios, so that's going to be quite a good performance. And boy, like, with those lower tier bosses where the health on them is not too high, this will be actually the optimal use of Brainiac. Like, we have a team with Raven that's able to one-shot stuff, we have a team with this dude that's able to one-shot stuff, we have the League of Anarchy who's able to one-shot stuff. All around good stuff, not gonna lie. He gets frozen again, there we go, jump attack, some dot values in there. Special 2 in there again. Jump attack. And yeah, that's about it for this one. Next up is going to be a Batman Ninja team, and it's gonna be versus Boss Joker. Again, Beta Club on the Batman Ninja team, so we're going to fast forward this one. And yeah, the downside of this fight is that we're not gonna be able to combo interrupt him. But I guess that's a fair trade since he doesn't have that much health. So while we are not able to combo interrupt him, he's not gonna be able to stay alive. So I'll definitely take that trade any day. Another special 3 in there. Actually, we can combo interrupt him after 2 hits. I don't know how successful I'm gonna be with that, but that's definitely possible, and we're actually kind of doing it to an extent. Saying that just as I failed it, but yeah. 4.2 mil dot damage, that's fine, that's definitely gonna be enough. Combo interrupt again. Combo interrupt again. Oh boy, look, I think I saw a 7 mil dot value, so definitely you would have been happy to keep that, but yet again, we don't need to be optimal here. We're just powering through it with raw stats. There we go, special 2 in there. Combo interrupt again, actually failed to combo interrupt again. And there we go, he's dead, he's down for the count. Okay, for the next fight, we have the passive stats from a level 4 and a level 1 Snow Globe yet again. And we have actually a level 4, how was it called? Jokerized Battering on Kinflan Sakuman. So what the Jokerized Battering does is that on one hand, it gives you 2 additional fast attack hits at level 4 at the very least, so King is going to have 4 fast attack hits, so whenever we hit a fast attack chance, we're going to hit 4 times instead of 2 times, and at the same time we'll constantly inflict a poison debuff on the enemy as soon as we use a special, and while that is active, there will be a separate value that's going to be inflicted on the enemy based on the damage that we deal on basic attack hits. And I thought this would give us amazing damage, because boy, King does do a decent amount of damage with his basic attack hits, and at the same time building combo faster would definitely not be a bad thing. We're going to start off with using lots of special 2s actually, because I was going for inflicting the debuff as much as possible. Dr. Fate is gonna get tagged in. Boy, that's not some damage that I should have been afraid of, but yet again, I guess tagging out for some power generation is not too bad. Special 3 there on a 40 hit combo. And that was quite an underwhelming amount of damage if I'm being honest. Ring-ish the combo. Combo interrupt again. And yeah, the alternative to this would have been the Beta Club, and I think the Beta Club would have gotten slightly higher values, but yet again, I don't mind using the Jokerized Batterings here and there, and look, after this fight, I would have needed, even with Beta Club, one more fight to clean up this dude, so it's gonna be the same scenario. We have Silver Bane because I felt like he might have a synergy with the Jokerized Batterings because he gives us more damage on basic attack hits, and the Jokerized Batterings damage values are going to depend on the damage we deal on basic attack hits, so I thought it would go well all around. I felt combo interrupt there, and did the Bane synergy work? No, I don't know, to be fair. I no, I didn't bother to calculate, and boy, he blocked that special 3. That's not good. That's really not good. Really not going well here, because when they block percentage shell damage, that's done. For Kinflan Sakuman at least, like with Deathstroke and Batman Collapse, if you get percentage shell damage blocked, it's fine, because it's not going to go away. You're going to be able to inflict the amount you did not inflict yet again. But with King, it's gone, because you're going to get only 3 special 3s that have percentage shell damage, so that's gone for the count, my dudes. We're never getting that one back. So yeah, Fat Rip in that regard. Another special 3 in there. Re-engage the combo. Combo interrupt it again. And yeah, there's a lot of numbers flying on the screen, I'll definitely give it that, but it's not as high numbers as I was expecting. And yet again, this is one of those artifacts that is not going to give you a flat boost to your damage, more like it's going to make you do more damage the more damage you already have. So this will work far better with far higher artifacts that give me passive stats, same as the Beta Club pretty much, which is why I very often compare those two artifacts, because they work in very similar ways. And they have very similar performances actually in terms of damage. So yeah, that's about it for this one. It went well enough, though the damage is a little bit underwhelming. Okay, so Black Manta in here, we have the Silver Green Lantern here to give us the shield type of thing, to make sure we can constantly combo interrupt this dude without having to worry about it. I wanted to go for the safe route, just because I actually, thinking back on it, I think it was more of a situation I don't have other support characters available, so I might as well put Silver Green Lantern in there. We have yet again the Jokerized Batterings on Manta, and they work very well on Manta, because Manta is doing a crap ton of damage on basic attack hits. Like, I've been eager to try this artifact on Flash because he works kind of the same way in terms of inflicting so much damage on basic attack hits. But the sad part about Flash, like when I first saw the Jokerized Battering artifact description, I was like, oh boy, Flash is gonna have such a great time with this artifact. But the problem is, the real issue with that is he doesn't get any benefit from the additional fast attack hits because he's got 4 fast attack hits, and that seems to be the cap. He can't go above that. Yeah, we took a special 1 to the face, which is definitely not ideal, but the shield is still going, the shield is still active, the shield has proven to be very high so far. Unless I terribly mess things up, there's absolutely no way we're losing that, and we're going to be able to make use of it until the end of the fight. Am I right, guys? Combo and chopped again, re-engage the combo. Combo and chopped again, re-engage the combo into another special 2. I'm using special 2 not because I'm looking to reduce defense, but because I'm looking to make sure we inflict the Jokerized Battering's debuff. And yeah, over here I straight up allowed him to do a special on me and break the whole shield because I assumed I had enough energy for a special 2 and I was literally just spamming the special 2. But yeah, boy, I guess we have to do the big brain gameplay and actually combo and chop from time to time. Boy, that must suck. That sucks. Having to combo and chop, boy, couldn't be me. Re-engage the combo. And there he goes. Oh boy, that didn't go well, my dude. That's not a very encouraging first attempt. And this dude is literally, no joke, able to lock me into an infinite combo after doing the special 1. I did not know this about Deadshot. I'm pretty sure I even called him Deathstroke until this point. And I'm pretty sure that if I try to do that myself with this character, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But he seemingly is able to lock me into an infinite combo. So yeah, the more you do mistakes, guys, the more you learn and the more you are aware of the game. If anybody cares to play Deadshot, maybe try to do the infinite combo with the special 1, but they couldn't care less about this character, my dudes. Okay, so here we have Boss Harley, and we have the good old team that we played previously, Brainiac with Mr. Freeze, and this time we have a Red Hood for the time extension, not a Vixen. Re-engage the combo there, and try to combo and chop after 2 hits. That did not work. We have sort of sin on Brainiac here because, look, it's a Harley character. We do not want to see that cupcake special... 1 or 2, I don't even care, they cost the same energy. I don't want to see the cupcake special because she's just gonna place a cupcake on the ground and you have 2 choices. You either go through it and take a ton of damage, or you wait for her to drop another one because she'll power generate like crazy at that point, so I don't want to do that. So we're using the Mr. Freeze Brainiac Infinite combo. You can easily do this while you can pretty much tag. We didn't do this in the previous fight because we couldn't tag in and out. But how you do this is basically you tag in Brainiac, you do a special 1. That's about it. Like, it doesn't involve anything different in terms of gameplay for yourself. But the Brainiac special 1 has such a huge animation to the point where you're going to 100% break it with the special 1 because it has so many instances of damage. But by the time the animation is over, you're going to actually freeze the enemy again. So this is busted. This is just so insane. And if you don't have enough energy to tag Brainiac, and we did that in the first minute, what you can do is simply wait. You just wait for the energy to replenish while the freezing takes place and the dot damage takes place. Like, this is 0 IQ gameplay and it works so damn well. Bring it back in there, not special 1. Okay, 10 lethal stacks, and at this point I'm going to speed up the gameplay a bit in a moment here. I actually tagged in Brainiac again for another special 1, which I don't know why at this point. I guess I was not aware that we were at 10 stacks, maybe I was not following that. Yeah, I sped up the gameplay because I'm just gonna look at her dying at this point. Which is definitely the proper gameplay, don't get me wrong. And there we go, guys. She eventually died to dot damage. Amazing gameplay, I know. So yeah, we got Mr. Freeze from a normal reward. That's so great. We're so blessed, guys. I couldn't be more grateful, pretty much. We have Boss Supergirl. We have on this channel at this point a tradition of killing Boss Supergirl with League of Anarchy because look, she's stunnable and she's annoying. So if I have the choice, if I had the option to lock her into an infinite combo, I'm definitely going to do that, my dudes. Special 2 in there, re-engage the combo with Harley. We have All Blades at level 10 with some lethal attack damage on them. We have Dark Metal cards on Arkham Knight Batman. And we have the level 4 Nora Snow Globe on API for the passive stats. Going to be careful here with the super move. There we go. My Arkham Knight Batman didn't even fill that 50k super move. He's an absolute unit. I keep telling you guys, he's a chunky boy. He has no trouble with that. Arkham Knight then back in, Special 2, Harley back in there. This is peak performance gameplay at this point because she has used her super move, he has used ours. So unless I mess things up terribly, there's absolutely no way she's going to get out of this infinite combo here. Swipe right, tap time, swipe right. Looking at the timer, we're going to be easily able to one-shot her, no problem. Arkham Knight then back in, Special 2, re-engage the combo there. And yeah, there we go, boys, there we go. She's dead with absolutely no trouble. Okay, so up for the next fight, we're going to have Swamp Thing Boy against the Batman Ninja team. And this was quite an annoying start to the fight. Like, this man did not let me start a combo on him, and that was kind of dangerous because not having access to the Special 2 means that we can't heal. And that's not gonna be a problem from this point on because he's gonna deal no damage because of the debuffs that we inflict on him. But at the start, he could have gotten me to a risky point where I might have been locked into a non-optimal gameplay with Batman Ninja Catwoman, but thankfully that was not the case. And yeah, it sucks, don't get me wrong, that we don't have the dot damage from the Special 2 to constantly trigger that sweet lethal attack damage, but we're gonna be fine, honestly. We're really gonna be fine. Combo interrupt in there. Combo interrupt again, keeping that high dot value, Special 3 in there. Combo interrupt again, combo interrupt again. Trying to keep up the lethal attack chance from the Special 3 because it goes above the limit while that's active. Special 3 in there yet again. And yeah, at this point, I kind of encountered a little bit of a problem. Like, I'm literally suffering from playing it too optimal. This is the last team, guys. This is the last team that was available, guys. The last team that we could actually use. And I was like, okay, so we have Raven available. That's amazing. I made sure to not use Raven unless I had to use Raven. And every single fight on this paper specifically so far has been a kill without needing to use Raven. Now I'm like, okay, so Raven's available. What teams do we have? Oh, we have the Multiverse team and the Silver Banshee team. So obviously the decision was, fuck the Multiverse team, let's go Silver Banshee. But then I looked at the bosses. So then there was Vixen, who had, I think, increased tagging duration. Or tagging cooldown or something like that, and we can't have that with Raven. We obviously can't have that with Raven. And then was Boss Silver Banshee, and I was like, okay, let's play Silver Banshee versus Silver Banshee. Even makes a good title, a good thumbnail. But then I was like, oh, we can't disable Special 3 of Silver Banshee. So we had to use the Multiverse team. And look, I did try the Multiverse team with Raven on the secondary count previously, and that sucked ass, my dude. That sucked ass because I played like crap, and we're kind of on our way to do the same thing here. And this is kind of the second or the third time I'm playing this team, so this could be played so much better. And we actually don't want to let the Burning expire here, because I suspect Silver Banshee is gonna have a decent amount of defense, because she's just got high base defenses. That might not be the case for the Soul Raid boss, but it's better to not risk it. Multiverse Flash going to tank that super move. We got All Blades on Multiverse Armor Supergirl, obviously. Special 3 in there, 6.5 mil. That's fine. Special 1 in there. We're like, for those fights, maybe I should build my collector first Superman with Beta Club plus Raven. I don't know, though he might not deal that much damage with Beta Club with our Brainiac, so maybe we should have left Raven alone with an All Blades there to deal the damage. Actually, the idea just came up right now, and thinking about it, that most likely would have been the best course of action to have damage deal a Raven here. Maybe even with Beta Club without anything, but look, we're playing the Multiverse team, whether we like it or not. And so far we didn't do much damage, but yeah, Multiverse Armor Supergirl in there, Special 3, 5.3 mil, let's go, Raven back in there, Special 1. Multiverse Armor Supergirl in there for Special 3. Boy, that's fucking garbage, by the way, like, Silver Banshee is able to deal this amounts of damage without Raven being present there, without having an enormous amount of buffs to help her deal that much damage. So I'm gonna be fair, I'm gonna be honest. I gave the Multiverse team many chances to go with Raven. And while this is not the perfect gameplay, the reality of it, you wouldn't have gotten far more damage, like 6 mil on a Special 3, that being the main source of damage. while giving them Raven is absolute trash. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.